Hi, I'm Chris McMillan, the CEO from Cancer Council Queensland. Hailed up from Brisbane to be here in lovely Bundaberg.
Now, it's been great having you here, Chris, and getting you out of the office and out into the regional areas especially. What are some of the things that you like most about getting out and seeing the different relays and different other Cancer Council events around the state?
Yeah, look, every event is different. Every event is really unique. And, there's the core components of the candlelit ceremonies and so on. But realistically, the local communities bring their own flavour and their own absolute passion to each event. Bundaberg is the first time I've been to Bundy. I've been to a few others. And the Bundy one is just simply stunning in how harmoniously everyone works together. It's palpable, the actual feeling of support and desire to I guess really kick this thing called cancer. And my other colleagues last night when we were talking just said this is run so smoothly. Everyone's an absolute delight, and it's a real buzz. I'm honoured. Really honoured to be involved in a role that I am, because it's, every day is another day, and it's a wonderful day.
I think it's a testament to the event too, and the fact that this is the second Cancer Council Queensland CEO who said pretty much the same thing.
Really? Oh wow! And that was unscripted. Look, it really is. I am proud to be in the role that I am, but realistically, coming out to the regional locations, because you guys are the lifeblood of what we do. We've got 35 branches and committees around the state, and we certainly couldn't do the research and the support services we deliver without the incredible support of the community and the corporates locally, because they all chip in too. So it's an all-in event, and it's been a stunner.
Right, take us through some of the bare facts. We know why we relay, and we know what Relay for Life is all about. This is the 15th Bundaberg Relay. Over the years, I've lost track of how many millions of dollars that this community alone has raised, especially in hard times like post-floods 5 years ago. But what does that actually mean when you look back over all the events in Queensland and all the different fundraising events that happen throughout the year for the Cancer Council?
So Relay, I guess, is a twofold event. It's about the survivors and carers in particular, and we honour them, most definitely. So it has that really, very spiritual and bringing together of people, feeling about the event. But it's also obviously a fundraising activity. So here in Bundaberg, in the time that it's been running, it's raised $1.5 million, so that's a huge undertaking from a community, and that money gets churned back into the support services, the research, and we've done some stunning breakthroughs with research, and our vision is that there's a cancer-free future, and that's what this all really is focused on. Without that overall support across the states, and we kick the goal. I mean, we talk about state of origin. I rub it in every time I talk to my colleagues in the other states, because we do it so smoothly and simply, but with absolute passion. I think that's what makes the difference, and that's, as I said, it's palpable.
Now, we know from a bare points point of view that, the money we raise here in Bundaberg contributes to local efforts in supporting cancer people, but also in regards to sending the money down the pipeline to help with the research. What are some of the ways that Relay for Life, Daffodil Day, Girls' Night In, all the different Cancer Council events that we see throughout the year, what real difference does it make?
Yeah, I'll give you an example. So last year we extended the counselling services that we offer, and that's all important. So for someone who really is lost for answers to things, who just needs someone to really, really talk things through with, we have both a palliative assist and a generic counselling service. And so that can really, for a person who's at a real crisis point, can be an absolute lifesaver. And that's not just for the patient, that's for the carer and anyone in the family as well. In some of the locations, and it'll gradually happen throughout the next couple of years, I've introduced a service called Transport to Treatment, which is a really simple one. Picks people up from their home, takes them to hospital, collects them again and delivers them back home. And they're, really bread and butter things, but they're the things that make the real difference. In each of the regions, I've really tried to ensure that we invest, particularly with our support service staff, so we have professional health people that work within our offices, and that's a great link to the oncology centres and the treating centres locally, because we do need to work together as one. So wherever possible, we extend what we do, and that's done through events like this.
What do you see as the future where are we heading? Is Cancer Council still funding research projects? Are Cancer Council still looking at ways in which they can continue to support survivors as well as patients?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you to ask any of the staff, I have this one big goal, and I won't let it out right now, that we will be doing a whole lot more in the survivorship area. People often forget about the fact that once you've gone through your cancer journey and you come out the other end and you're well, that you actually do really need a lot of support, because you're physically drained, you're mentally and emotionally drained, and that's an area that we really need to pay more attention to. In terms of what we do with the dollar, in the previous year we spent $10.5 million on research, and we spent almost $10.2 million on the support services. So that means we're churning a lot back in, and I guess doing it in a way where we can make our dollars go further. So, for instance, wherever possible, we use volunteers. Volunteers outnumber our staff 6 to 1 on any one day of the year, and that doesn't count these sorts of events and Daffodil Day and so on. And I guess that just maximises the dollars that are hard earned within the communities.
What do you think is the most important thing that you as a CEO of an organisation like Cancer Council can do?
Support those that are helping us and help others. I believe that we work as one. There's no, I stand separate to the team. I am part of the team. And I like to think that we work as a whole in the organisation, and that we particularly connect with all of our incredible people right across the state. As I said earlier, I am honoured to be in this role. It enables me to really get in and share, experiences with people that you don't get in any other job. And realistically, that, I guess, drives the passion for myself and all of the CCQ team.
Last question for you, Chris. Why do you relay?
I relay for my mother-in-law, who we lost about 12 years ago. We nursed her at home right to the end. And at the time, we weren't aware of all of these services, so that's why. Sorry.
Thanks, Chris, for being here. And